So the table then as it stands this morning, Arsenal, there you go, 7 points clear of Bournemouth, who played today and could cut that lead, as I was saying. Liverpool are back into the top 4, they're third, level on points with Bournemouth. Then 4 teams are level on 17 points. Spurs, Chelsea, Sunderland and Manchester United, but Sunderland can gain ground tomorrow when they take on Everton. Then it's City in 8th, who played today. Palace up to 9th and Brighton now in that top half. What about the bottom half? Well, some big names still down there. The likes of Villa have dropped in. They're in 11th. Newcastle United are down in 13th. And then lower down, you can see there is a gap opening up between those in safety. Burnley in 17th are 4 points clear of the drop zone that contains no newly promoted teams still. It's Forest in 18th, West Ham in 19th, and there are Wolves, bottom of the table, 2 points to show for 10 games. And Vitor Pereira this morning paying with his job. We were in the makeup room this morning, Gary Neville, Lee Dixon, when the news came through. Good morning, gentlemen.
Some earlier than others.
Some, yeah. Indeed. Some much earlier than others, Gary. What's your reaction to the Pereira firing?
Sad, because I think he's a good man. I think he's a good manager, but you see there that the points are poor, the goal difference is shocking, not had a win this season. The one thing I would say is if you look at last season, you mentioned there also about the new contract, they wouldn't have wanted to have done this because he had a fantastic record. He had 22 matches, 10 wins for a club like Wolves, who were year in, year out, down near the bottom of the table. That's a very, very good record. Not all of a sudden, he's had a pre-season with them and it's completely flipped and he just can't get a point, he can't get a win and nothing's happening. And now, because of that £100 million that you lose now, teams, clubs, owners don't wait. It's a cutthroat business. Yeah, everybody in the bottom 3 has fired their manager, some twice already this season. Yeah. Lee?
I think I agree with what Gary says about him as a person. He seems like a nice person. He seems like a really good coach. And he's done a good job up until now. What gets me is about how the club have gone about giving him a new contract when they did. They give him one in the summer, you go, yeah, rewarding him for a solid kind of season, and then can we progress? But they didn't do that. They waited till he'd lost 5 games and then they give him a new contract, which they've got history for. With Gary O'Neill, they did the same thing and then sacked him not long after he signed a 4-year deal. So from a fan's point of view, when they look at that and go, hang on a minute, we've lost 5 on the trot at the start of the season, and then they give him a new contract. I don't know where their headspace is. And also the players' point of view, when you're in a dressing room and they go, oh yeah, they're rewarding him for getting beat 5. What's the message to the players as well? So it's a bit of a confusing message from me, from the people who own the club.
I think the owners will be thinking, in a period of difficulty, losing 5 matches, giving him a new contract is to try and stabilise and say to the players, it'll be you that goes before him. But it's obviously backfired, it's not worked.
Yeah, but we've got history. They did that before. You'd think they'd just hang fire for a month or something.
Because also the players see what you do with Gary Neal and think, well,
it doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything, exactly. Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.